Hello and welcome to the pre-lesson recording for lesson 3 of the research project. This week we're going to be talking about your capabilities and also briefly mentioning bibliographies. So for the capabilities, you'll need to choose one of the following. I know this PowerPoint says you need to choose literacy and or numeracy and one other. The PowerPoint's a little bit outdated. You now only need to choose one. So you do not need to choose literacy and or numeracy. You just need to choose one of these. Throughout the research process, so throughout your folio, you will be asked to reflect on this capability. So the number one thing you need to think about is which capability do you think is most closely related to your research topic? The second thing you need to think about is which capability do you personally want to develop? Which capability is the one that you think you'll most passionately be able to undertake development of during your project? Let's have a look at them. Literacy. The literacy capability includes communicating with a range of people in a variety of contexts, researching, analysing and using data, resources and texts in a variety of ways. Numeracy includes interpreting information given in numerical forms, including diagrams, maps and graphs, applying mathematics skills throughout your project, i.e. graphing, estimation and solving problems. The information and communication technology includes understanding and using a range of contemporary information and technologies effectively, applying information and communication technology and skills to a range of methods to collect and process data. Critical and creative thinking includes thinking critically, logically, ethically and reflectively throughout the research project, posing questions and identifying and clarifying information and ideas, learning and applying new knowledge and skills. And also, of course, being creative. So if you're creating a product, then that's probably the best one for you. The personal and social capability includes developing a sense of personal identity, reviewing and planning personal goals, making responsible decisions based on evidence, and developing empathy and understanding. The ethical capability includes, ethical understanding includes understanding and discussing ethical concepts and issues, appreciating the ethical and legal implications of research, exploring ideas, rights, understandings and obligations, and ethical principles. If you're doing something that involves a sensitive, perhaps health-related issue or a social awareness-related issue such as refugees, same-sex marriage, where you might be interviewing people about sensitive topics, ethical understanding might be a good one for you. And finally, intercultural understanding includes learning about and engaging with diverse cultures, creates connections with others and cultivates respect, and developing skills to relate to and move between cultures. Now, if you have a look on the Moodle, you will see that there is more information about the capabilities. We'll be using these in the lesson, and if you have a click on each of those, so say you think you're particularly interested in critical and creative thinking, if you click on that link, then you will see that there are a whole list of dot points. These are available also in the subject outline, and they're all of the things that apply to critical and creative thinking. Understanding the nature of innovation, understanding the place of creativity in learning, the workplace and community life, etc. And we're going to go through some examples of how you could use these things in your project. Let's talk about gathering evidence of your research. So hopefully you have come up with a topic idea, you're ready to present some question ideas to me, and you've started to do some preliminary research. Here are all of the things you should be keeping. You should be keeping any sort of collected information. You should be keeping transcripts of conversations. You should have a timeline, and you should be updating and changing that timeline, but keeping the previous drafts of it. So maybe have something on paper that you can write on, and then we'll be able to scan that in for your folio. Mind maps, drafts of sketches and plans, observations, journals, calculations, photographs, annotated articles, graphs, blogs, designs, plans, videos, sketches, surveys, diagrams, and results. Keep everything. Here's a couple of examples of the different levels of resourceful development. So when you look at the performance standards, they state that you need to have demonstrated thorough and highly resourceful development of the research. Now, if we look here, low, this is a C minus. Students are just saying, look at all the different research methods I used, articles, YouTube, ebooks, and the teacher is thinking you did all of your research using a computer. There's no variety there, and there's not much challenge for the student. In order to be for it to be considered resourceful, there needs to be evidence that you've challenged yourself a bit. All right, this is a little bit better. This student has used online surveys, interviews of easily available people, library books, or another mix of easy to access sources, so computer, maybe some papers, maybe some books. So it takes some effort to complete research. This is medium. If you want to get an A for some really resourceful research development, this is what you need to be doing. You can have some online passive research. You can have some books, but be resourceful in the way you access them. Show evidence that you attended, or a journal entry about how you attended the state library, a university library, your local public library, the Martin Library. Make sure that when you're surveying people, you have a large sample size and you've found a way to target relevant respondents. If you're doing a project about people aged 17 to 24, reach out to the school, reach out to a university perhaps. Think about how you can target relevant respondents and get a large sample size. Seek advice from topic experts on additional sources. So experts are good not just for interviewing, but for asking, look, I'm researching this topic. Can you recommend any useful sources to me? And that's evidence of excellent resourcefulness. Is the source too difficult to understand? Don't give up. Get a dictionary. Has someone recommended a source to you that then you've struggled with a little bit? Have a go, push through, maybe at least extract some quotes from it that you'll be able to use, and show evidence in your folio of having really made an attempt to understand that source. Online active. So we have online passive, and that's just Googling things, although you should be using Google Scholar. Online active is emailing, tweeting, or Facebooking experts on your topic, so accessing experts online. And then you should try and get out. So take photos, do site visits, make observations, take videos, investigate your topic, perhaps visit some kind of facility. You know, you're doing something health related. Is there a facility that you could visit? Are you building something? Could you go out and try and find some examples of that? Can you go and try and conduct an interview in person? This is highly resourceful development of your research because it contains lots of new learning experiences for the student, and there's a focus on meaningful, effective research processes, not just doing things for the sake of it. These are positive challenges. So your task is to have a look at Moodle for the different chosen capabilities and choose one, so that in the lesson we are ready to carry out the capability exercise. Your journal entry, which capabilities have you chosen? Was this easy or difficult to do? And how do you think you will demonstrate this in your research project? Now there should also be some more information about the capabilities on the Moodle homepage. But I might have to find those and email them out to you with this link. So that's all. I'll see you on Tuesday. Thank you.